So here's a video basically on this Troy rail. This is a Colt LE6920, quite common, but people buy these, they're ready to go. They come with typical hand guards, the plastic hand guards and stuff, and then you get the A2 front sight post, and people buy the guns instead of building them, or if you get, you know, a good deal on one. But then typically if you want to run a rail, a longer rail, or you don't want the front sight post on there, you're spending more money. Maybe you can't change out the front sight post or modify the gun in any way. Troy developed this Delta rail for that reason, mainly because military law enforcement that can't actually do anything to their firearms that are issued to them. So they made this free float drop-in system. It's been out for a long time, but I haven't really seen any real reviews on it, other than like an installation video. But basically, you get to retain your Delta ring. The gun is clear, by the way, always. You can see the Delta ring, it still pulls back, and all that. The only modification you really have to do is just remove your sling loop down here. It's one pin, you can pop it out, and then you can always reinstall it later. Other than that, you're not hacking on your gun or changing out the barrel or doing anything like that, or the gas block. These rails run for about $200 now. I think this, when it first came out, was more like closer to $300. They offer a VTAC version if you don't like the squid holes, but it's pretty intuitive. It's nice. You get the extra rail. They make it in carbine and mid-length. Mid-length would be up here, and then you would get closer to a 15-inch rail. LE6920 is a carbine. Everybody went to carbines for some reason. Mid-length's better. For a number of different reasons, but anyway, like I said, the reason I decided to go this route on this one is because I got this for a really good deal. It was $800, brand new, and then not even close nowadays, but regardless, had this for a long time, traded it, and then actually got it back, and then I did some modifications. But basically, like I said, you use your original Delta ring. It has these plates that slip into the grooves, and I'll see if I can get the grooves on tape here. But those grooves inside the handguard allow for different mounting options as far as where you want to put your Picatinny rail. You slide in a bar and tighten it. So this is pre-key mod and all that other stuff. But it has the same thing up here that locks into the rail, and then this screw is basically clamping between that and the your barrel nut, and then you tighten it down and it clamps on, giving you a free float rail. It actually works pretty good. I Loctited it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but yeah, I Loctited it on there just to make sure it wasn't going to come loose or anything. Just blue Loctite. But anyway, so like I said, it just slides right in. You pull your handguards off, you actually retain your handguard ring. It still stays in there, and it's actually a pretty tight fit with the rail. Then to get around everything, they came down here with the Picatinny rail, but they have it in a Delta, Charlie, this is the Alpha, and then the VTAC. And I'm not sure as of 2016, but I was trying to look on their site. I know they have some key mod and M-Lock versions now. I just don't know if they have it at this particular model. But anyway, so let's say you buy a gun, it comes with the plastic your handguards, and you want to slowly upgrade, you're just getting into it. These are great just for that reason. They just install very easily. It's a two-part piece. It kind of swings down and fits in there. But they're pretty easy to install. You can have a gunsmith do it if you're worried about doing it yourself. But it's pretty easy, like I said, to install. You replace your handguards. The main thing is just pulling down on the Delta ring. They sell tools for that. You should be able to pull it down. It's not that big of a deal. But regardless, like I said, for about $200 now, you get you get a longer rail now. You can mount your optics, etc., things like that on there. I'm debating what I want to do on optics on this one, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a 1:8, 1:6 scope, or just another red dot, or what I want to do. So, but I know I got just a regular Magpul. I forget which model this is, but this is like one of their $30 ones. I switched it from my SBR and then put this on there, and then I put my what is it, the VCM Mod 1. Those are awesome. Big thumbs up. They're super tight. They don't move at all. This one moves a little bit. B5 grip, trying this out. Aluminum enhanced trigger guard for Magpul. And then this is the Smoke Lancer mag. These are awesome. I like the steel feed lips, things like that. So steel feed lips, so don't have to worry about them warping, and they're still pretty tough. I like the they got a +5 base plate and etc. Things like that that you can get. These mags are great. You can see all your rounds as it goes up. But regardless, like I said, I do recommend this rail if you don't want to modify your firearm. It just drops right in place, like I said, instead of, you know, cutting off the A2 or taking it fully, disassembling it, trying to keep it stock, and then replacing the barrel, and then, you know, low pro gas block, etc. This is an easy way out. You know, it's very easy to install. You take your plastic handguards in and put it back on. Or at any time. So let's say I wanted to sell this and I wanted to keep the rail, I can pop it off, put my handguards on, I didn't do any real modifications, and then I can sell the rifle while retaining my accessories, etc. But yep, I just want to let you guys see that. It has the T markings up there on top and everything. Like I said, this one's the Troy Delta Alpha rail for carbine, and then you do have your swivel hooks here. They sell a bunch of cool stuff too, that the squibs that you can put in here. I'm not a big fan of that, but it'll give you better grip. Shouldn't be as sharp if you do anything. But I'm trying to remember the name of the company, but there's another company that makes a light mount for here. That was like God, I can't remember. Arson, I think Arson. Arson Inc. or something like that, but they make one that will actually fit in any of these holes, and it'll mount up, put your flashlight forward. But anyway, I think that's going to do it. You can put the rail sections in, etc., wherever you want them, try them out, and then install the rail. But like I said, it's pretty easy to install, and you get to retain everything stock in case you change your mind later. I think that's going to do it. See ya.